Happy anniversary, my friend. Great
That's
to
right.
see you back.
3 years.
3 years here at HydroScreen.
That's why we have to do a little dancing.
Okay, so while we're doing a little dancing.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, we're gonna have some fun. Brand new
we are
today.
gonna have fun tonight.
We've been talking about the HydroScreen line, hydrating, nourishing veil. What if you could get that HydroScreen for your lips? We're talking plumping, hydrating, nourishing your lips with anti-aging skincare ingredients. It's a brand new product, and let's be real. Dr. Nassif is a Beverly Hills facial reconstructive plastic surgeon, so I'm guessing on a hourly basis, somebody comes into your office and says, I'd like plumper lips.
Oh yeah.
I'd like
Actually,
bigger,
no, it's not an
fuller
hour,
lips.
it's like every 15 minutes.
Right, so just happened again, happened again. He's created it topically for the first time ever. It's on sale, it's on Flex, it's free shipping, and it's super, super limited. Half the supplies for the day are already sold. And you're excited about this one, aren't you? You're one of the first new amazing breakthroughs for the HydroScreen line.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the first one, and what's great about this, and when you look at those before and afters, what we're doing with this, which is different, because when you put something out that's on the market, it usually angers your lip. You know what I'm talking about, you know, and what this is not gonna anger your lip, it's gonna have a little tingling effect, but the long-term benefits, besides that immediate puffing, that fluffiness in your lips, and softening the fine lines and wrinkles is gonna be long-term hydration.
Look at that plump. I mean, my goodness, you could add inches to that lip right there. Not to mention, looks like a gloss, is super hydrating.
Well, it shines, and by the way, do you wanna kiss a raisin? Or do you wanna kiss a grape?
A grape.
We want that grape, and that's why when you look at this before and afters, and by the way, I'm gonna walk over to Sue because she's been applying it. We have a live before and after on her
So
too.
we're gonna go over and do it. I mean, that's why this man is dancing. There's a lot of kissing going on in this building because of this new product. It's the first time he's taken his top of the line HydroScreen line and offered something new and innovative within the collection, still with the amazing ingredients that you love, your hyaluronic acid, your ceramides to give you the plump, but it's not that weird tingle, temporary, your lips hate it long-term plump.
Absolutely.
It's real results.
Well, you know, again, when we talk about that hydration, and when we talk about pilot studies, there are actual studies that show hydration. There's something called Volulip, and there's a jojoba glaze. Both pilot studies have shown that increases long-term hydration. So again, you're having this additive effect. So you can keep using this as many times as you want, and actually you can see how Sue's putting this on. I'm gonna move that out of the way. And if we have her before, I wanna do a close-up. Oh, and you can put this either on top of your lip color or not. And it goes right on, and it's a nice gentle gloss. It has a little bit of a tingling effect. And the taste is really, it's a beautiful taste. And if we take a look at her, we have a close-up of her lips, and then I wanna show up, take a look, and again, this is something that is additive, and that's why that hydration, the softening the fine lines and wrinkles, and that jojoba glaze gives that radiant shine. And that's what's great about this. That's why this is fantastic.
And it's brand new today. If you already love the line of Nassif products, this is his latest, greatest innovation. And think about how many of you say, I'm tired of the feathering, I'm tired of the thinning of my lip, I've tried those weird, tingly, temporary plumpers, and my lips hate them after an hour or two. It dries them out, it flakes them up. This is actual anti-aging, hydrating, long-term benefits in addition to that kind of instant gloss plump you're looking for.
And by the way, men can use this. Now, again, you know how everyone uses chapstick? And I'm not comparing this, I'm just making a statement. Chapstick is when your lips are dry all the time, right? Now, I'm not comparing it, but I'm saying I want you to try this. Because again, if we're hydrating your lips, it makes sense that they're gonna feel good. They're not gonna crack. That's why those fine lines and wrinkles, when you look at those before and afters, they're actually gone because they're being hydrated. They're moisturized, and that's called the mucosal barrier right there. And that's one thing that's really important. And when we hydrate this area with hyaluronic acid too, it actually makes the lips feel absolutely wonderful, and you're getting that long-term hydration. With that immediate effect, of plumping.
I mean, let's remind everybody, Dr. Nassif is a board-certified Beverly Hills reconstructive plastic surgeon. So basically the first thing every one of your patients says, let's start with my lips, right? We'll talk about my eyes later, we'll deal with my neck. By the way, Nassif's got all your solutions topically for all that. But the lip is something that everybody thinks, oh, you know, I'll just puff it up with something topical that's tingly and drying and terrible for the health of the lip, or with something more drastic that goes away, is terribly expensive and painful to have done. You've come up with a one-of-a-kind topical offer.
And we spent about 2 years putting this together. I went through probably 20 different solutions.
Well, we've been
to do
talking
this.
about it.
Yes, so when you and I first started talking about
Yeah.
this, and you said, get something, a HydroScreen, and you go, well, we're already doing the whole face. Why don't we do the lips?
The thing
so
you-
a lot of this was actually your idea, I think.
The thing you don't know is that Dr. Nassif and I are buds. We both graduated from the same college. We know a lot of the same. I mean, obviously his education's a bit more than mine, but you know, I'm truly a fan of his line of products, and he's just the nicest guy ever. And if you are as excited as I am to know that you can get 30 years of plastic surgery experience